Alright, kicking off the series between Mokaba and Haroon. We are on Laeglind. We have Mordor, played by Haroon, going up against Mokaba, playing a Woodland realm. So Mokaba is primarily an Edain player. He started playing Age of the Ring during Season 1. And then from there, he pretty much just kept coming around during the events. And Haroon had started playing, I think, Age of the Ring last September, if I remember conversations correctly. So again, this is another intermediate cast, and we'll see how it goes. But Mokaba already spying with the hidden sentries. Just to get an idea on the opening build that Mordor is going for, we see a 3 farm into Stronghold with the next Stronghold coming up, and Mokaba is doing 3 farms with... Nope, I'm sorry, 4 farms. So we're going to see 2 clearings, I want to say now. And Haroon's picked Cracks of Doom. So Cracks of Doom is pretty good against most tier 1 units. Spam specifically will kill them. Tier 1 stuff like Sylvans or even Fiefdoms will deal rather reasonable damage. So it's pretty useful. Hidden Sentries is now expired, so Mokaba's lost his vision. And we are already seeing a level 2 clearing. I think he's doing double level 2 clearing. Okay, so instead of going right in and harassing the farms with some Sylvan Swords, he is basically going to be going for Horse Archers first, maybe? I think that's going to be the play. Typically what happens with the realm is if they get countered by archers early on the harass, losing those first few sword battalions can be kind of rough. I've had that happen. I've seen it happen to other people. It's never an exciting time when you're losing your Sigma there left and right. But Mokaba using Faradir, always love to see it. Let's see if he actually loses them. He is moving them out of the way. That's good. He's not just being careless with them. So we see he opened with Pike to go creep, and he's getting a sword and an archer battalion out. Very nice. Taking a little bit of time here to creep this Warglare. Ooh, is he going to lose that? Nope. Okay, he moved it again. Very nice. This guy, indeed. What's up, buddy? 450 to 450 CP. Mordor is at 1,000. I think they may be trying to go for a quick Nazgul. If he's saving up that much money, or is just cash floating. 4 barracks. Brutal. Brutal spam aggression likely coming in at this point. If Mordor is playing from 4 barracks. So, you guys are probably wondering why Woodland Realm has green on their structures. So, on Rivendell maps specifically, these structures are green instead of their default faction color. Because again, the green one. Pretty much as simple as that. So if Mordor had started to get some orc archers instead of continuing to spam orc warriors here, like just a little bit earlier, it'd be really easy for them to just defend here. Yeah, I'm missing Shrak and his Call the Horde. Yep. I'll never forget that Confield's Rune game where Shrak just had like 6 orc strongholds and just literally spammed out with Call the Horde. Okay, I think he's likely to get the farm here. It'd be nice to see him use evasion for the armor bonus in case he loses this pike battalion, but I don't. Yeah, he's not going to get that farm. I think he's just going to barely get it. If he had evasion, he would have gotten that farm because the pikes would have survived. Okay, Faradir is still continuing to chip away. These are still the same Faradir. 600 CP for Mordor, 500 for Woodland Realm. So good expansion by Haroon. Okay, he's going to get that farm. Very nice. So Again, you can see what I kind of mean by had Haroon just gotten one battalion of orc archers here and there sooner, it would be easier for him to defend some of these structures. Right now he's got a lot of infantry and it's kind of being idle a little bit around them. And what do we have here? We got like several Faradir? Man, Mokaba loves his Faradir. That's cool. Tariel's already on the field as well for Woodland Realm.
This is not our fight.
Is anyone making Variogs this patch? So this patch, no, I wouldn't say Variogs are really kind of like in the meta. This patch, the strength of Mordor is purely from the orc spam with heroes. And it's something that's really kind of tricky because orc spam is so gnarly if it's done from 4 barracks with hero spam. That's kind of like the most efficient Mordor way to play. Of course with troll cage support where it counts, like drummer trolls and whatnot. And tier 2 pick for Woodland Realm is Elven King's Feast, so they're ahead by 3 points right now. Almost 4. So this is kind of, wait, what the heck? Okay, never mind. I thought I saw 1,000 CP already. I was about to say Haroon expanded really quickly. No, what I was going to say is that this is kind of the period of the game where if Woodland Realm has not kind of pushed back the spam quantity, Woodland Realm can be pushed back by spam volume. And I think that we've seen that in many cases, like in the Misty Mountains matchup. Woodland Realm can get overwhelmed by goblins very quickly, but I would say the same case for this particular matchup. There are times where I've seen Woodland Realm get out-spammed by Mordor. In the past, it used to be extremely Woodland Realm favored. I think it's maybe like much less than it was now in the past with the Sylvan nerfs. We do happen to see that Mordor has gone for Slaves and Nirn. They've got the Nazgul on the field now.
Sylvan Wardens, standing
Okay.
ready.
Again, really good Faradir value from Mokaba. He's got 4 Faradir just chilling. They're just going around. Pretty good stuff. Okay, 650 CP to Haroon's 800 CP, 750 now.
Line up, Lux.
Where is that Nazgul? He's kind of getting caught up over here on this one sword battalion. This would be devastating, but there is one pike battalion inside of here, so I can understand why Haroon may not be inclined to try and chase archers at this given time. Okay, it's 2K with the realm.
Let none pass this way.
$625 for Woodland Realm, $750 for Mordor. Again, Haroon's doing pretty well, trying to outspam Woodland Realm here. But this goes back to that strength of the 4 stronghold play. Ooh, Black Uryx. Interesting choice right now. I don't know if that's the move. I think you're kind of losing on the spam efficiency there. Putting some money into Black Uryx at the moment. And the Nazgul is a bit idle.
I will build for the Woodland Realm.
I am Farron of the Guild
Ah,
Guard.
Baron. This is where Woodland Realm gets some real valid mid-game support. Seeing Farron show up is just like Christmas Day, man. Like, he's such a Chad. Very good hero all around. Not like incredibly strong, but like a great support hero. Okay, Woodland Realm getting out of their base at this point. Very close to their tier 3. They're about 1 point away. Very close now. Okay, they're going to get a hail of arrows, I'd imagine. Now, it could be pretty tricky to time this power. And no, he's just... Okay, he found a good spot for it. Never mind. Very nice. Okay, good value on the hail of arrows there. Farron has no leadership. That is correct. Right now, though, I am seeing Mokaba also kind of struggle with moving around the structure to try and counter the units on the other side. Just kind of letting the infantry do the work. Okay, 700 CP for Woodland Realm, 900 for Mordor. If I was Mokaba, I would have gone right over back towards this farm because I was dealing damage to it earlier and likely hasn't repaired in full yet. But we'll see if these units end up being able to hit that farm at all. We do see Haroon's got the troll cage out, going for level 2 now. Doubled Nazgul, on the other hand, for Mordor. Galleons also here. We have a well for Woodland Realm. Looks like he's trying to get back together with the group. We got plenty of pikes here, though. Plenty of pikes. We got some units over here. See, both Nazgul still in the base, though.
Ready for the front.
Okay, good trample from the horse archers. One thing that would have been a big deal for Mordor is if they had gotten Shagrat for the orc archer support. Bonus range, bonus damage. Always good in the cases like this. $10 points for Mordor, 2,500 in the bank. I am curious if we're going to... Okay, spending the money. I was expecting him to maybe save up for Malthus. Well, he could have already got Malthus Arm, but I was maybe expecting Witch King, given his CP volume right now. So both players have some pretty equal footing on the field. 900 CP for Woodland Realm to 825 in Mordor. Oh, but he's got to be careful not to lose the Faradir. I don't think he's actually lost his Faradir. Level up. Now he lost them. That's unlucky. Ah, Gothmog. Very cool. Very nice, very nice. Okay, Drummer Troll. Excellent stuff. Good stuff. Mordor's got tier 3 now. They can select Rates on Wings or Pivot in the spellbook, whichever way they may feel like going. Okay, at this point, I would consider Feast of Starlight if I had the economy, just to have the Fortress Well stacking with my regular well. The Woodland Realm well, for those that don't know, has a lesser replenishment rate because of the active heal. So it's not the same as a regular well.
Kept you waiting.
And they're doing pretty well shooting at the Drummer Troll. Oh, he's got Legolas now too. Very nice. He's got to get back towards the fort. Get back towards the fort. Oh, man. Is he... Yes, he's changing target to the Fell Beast. Okay. Okay, they got that one. Very nice counter here by Mokaba. Very nice reaction. Okay, 19 points, 900 for Woodland Realm, 825 for Mordor. Oh, Gothmog at 0 HP just about. And is he going to get twin striked? Oh, he got away on 0 HP? Ah, Haroon got really lucky there.
Line up, Rooks.
Okay, so where'd the Nazgul? Did he lose both of them? Looks like he lost both of them and I missed it. That is tragic. Morgul Legion, that's pretty cool.
Your company.
Woodland Realm very close to tier 4.
The lidless eye.
Ooh, Legolas and Tariel overextended though on the enemy line. Not a good vibe. Okay, Mokaba's taking that farm down. It's got tier 4. The White Stag is here. Are we going to see... Ooh. Mountain Troll needs to go. Not the Mountain Troll, I'm sorry. Attack Troll. Okay. Good reactions by Mokaba this game for sure. Good pressure by Mordor. I feel like what happened here in this game is that Woodland Realm got to the mid game. They got to their mid-late game, but Mordor kind of didn't anticipate their mid-game choice right here. Like, it was kind of almost a little bit of like, hey, I'm frozen, like, what do I do now here in the mid-game? Slightly. I think that's where, like, having Shagrat support would have, like, changed it a little bit just to clear the pikes easier for the Nazguls to trample.
Sylvan spears awaiting your
Sylvan
command.
Rangers, ready for your orders.
Elven King's Feast. Nazgul's back. Okay, that's Stag. I actually do wonder what the duration on the Stag is. I mean, it's not like an overwhelmingly like dominant power, but it does last a fair bit. Ooh, Farron? Farron? Are you dead? Oh, Farron's dead. Unlucky. That is a tough hit for Woodland Realm to lose Farron right now. Definitely kind of a retreat vibe. And where's Galleon? Galleon should still... Oh, he's at the base. Level 1. Okay. And Gothmog coming back down the center, but he's on the retreat now. Ooh! Very good hail of arrows here. Very good. Very, very good. Oh, we got Thranduil too. I feel like in this situation in particular, had Woodland Realm gone on the left side of the spellbook, it would not have been as impactful as Hail of Arrows has been this game. That's because Mordor does have a tendency to clump their spam. Yeah, it's he's kind of just drinking. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Sylvan spears awaiting your command.
Tariel on the retreat. Is she going to die?
Sylvan spears awaiting your command.
Oh, we got Builder. Nazgul. Only vibes. 100% fun. Yep. Yeah, Galleon's and Alki.
Awaiting your command. Sylvan Rangers, ready for your orders.
Alright. What is Mordor going to do at this point? What do we have on the spellbook side? Very close to their tier 4. They're very close. If they could get a good like Orgwin drop on the Archer Clump and Legolas Guild, that'd be a big deal. Okay.
Line up, Uruks.
Man, Thranduil. Yeah, Thranduil's got like no structure damage. Like for real. He is like me clubbing yesterday, just chilling on the side, drinking, observing. Hell yeah. 100%, bud. Ooh, Shagrat's here. Level 2, but he died. I mean, Galleon kind of came away when he was, like, drunk, I guess. Level 3 on Thranduil. Seeing the Gilded Guard possibly this game would have been pretty cool. Does he have the upgrade? He does. Oh. He does have the upgrade. Very cool. No way, I'm tripping. He doesn't have anything. The replay was just bugging out. Never mind. That's silly on me too, because I should have seen the Fortress Heavy Armor just not there. Disregard. Thranduil's got a yeet. He's got a bounce. Okay, what are we at? Mordor's got tier 4.
This is Elven land.
I played Gilded like 2 times in the league. Yeah.
This is not.
Ooh. Fire's Ordering is selected. Oh, okay. Maybe here would be a good spot. Got a good amount of stuff here. Good clump, really. You got Legolas and Tariel in there. Legolas is level 6. And he used piercing shots, but I don't know if he's actually going to get any value. And where's Gothmog? Thought I heard him somewhere. The Galleon heal coming in clutch. Oh, he's right there. Okay. Level 5 Gothmog.
Line up the looks. Get on with it. Swords of the dead city on your fire.
$750 CP for Mordor, 1,000 for Woodland Realm. Yeah, Lights Go Out is such a deadly weather. Minus 20% vision and range, minus 25% experience gain, minus 40% attack damage for 3. That's a lot. There's a lot going on that one. Oh, Sindar Nobles, a little bit of a fancy man to see. Yeah, I mean, you did pretty well on the pressure. You got Woodland Realm at the point where, like, they have to be pressured early game to make the mid game difficult if they don't make the right call. 550. Lost aura here because they didn't put Thranduil on the elk. Yeah, I'd say so. Farron's here. So Fire's Ordering was like held on to forever but never used. I feel like Haroon, you could have used it when he was clumped up over here and you would have gotten the kills on the heroes. I was just seeing how tightly they were all grouped. Ooh, okay, so Tariel died here. Farron, Legolas on 1 HP, literally. Farron, Thranduil, Legolas on the retreat. And are you going for Legolas? Yes. Okay, very nice. I mean, this would have been, if you had maybe 2 more attack trolls, this would have been a crazy push. I think this would have been like a game-ending push if you had 2 more attack trolls. Because you got Gothmog, you've got the Orc leadership, you got Drummershall. Like, if only you had just had 2 more attack trolls. That would, oh, Gilded Guard. Hey, yo. Okay, so I guess he had everything he needed for the Gilded Guard, and I mistook that. Oh no! Yikes! Yikes! Oh my god. Oh god. Absolutely devastating. 1,000
We have
CP.
sworn to defend King Thranduil.
700. Okay, the attack troll's dead. Gothmog's dead. Yeah, honestly, Haroon, yeah, I think, see, at this point, at this very moment, I think the game could have gone into Mordor's favor here. Only if you just had a little more there and split. I think that like one like ballsy push just like kind of cost it. Because like you killed so much, but you just didn't end up having the value later after the counter came in. But you had that initial charge down the center. You had that. Like he had absolutely nothing. Style points.
Sylvan Spirits, awaiting your command.
Okay, Hell of Arrows is on cooldown.
My king still has need of me.
Sylvan Wardens, Sylvan standing ready for your orders.
Oh, okay. Tough day for the Nazguls. Real tough day. Dandul's level 4. It's nice.
Sylvan Spirits, awaiting your command.
Sylvan spears awaiting your command.
Ooh, yep. Very nice. Clearing out of the way to your Cav and saving the Gilded Guard, possibly.
Sylvan Rangers ready for orders.
GG's on game 1. Great start to the series. Great start. Do you guys remember your factions for game 2? So I can like update the scoreboard easier. You didn't like put that in the replay names. Let me see what the map was for game 2. Mitheithel. I can never say that map name right. I can just never say it correctly. Mitheithel. Yeah, okay, so you played Riv. Okay, Riv Woodland Realm. That would make a little more sense, yeah. Okay. I'm always prepared for early game shenanigans whenever Mokaba is playing. Like, I'm always prepared for that. Bro plays it like every unit's a scout hero. Okay, over here on Mitheithel, I can never say the name right, so forgive me. Bottom right, we have Mokaba playing a Rivendell. And then we happen to have Haroon playing Woodland Realm. So, this is kind of an interesting matchup to me. Because in particular, Woodland Realm's early game units do have the advantage over Rivendell's early game units, but in my opinion, I do think this matchup is really, really kind of shifted depending on the person's cav value. If your cav value is really good from Rivendell, and you can work around the Sylvan Pikes, then like you're not going to have that big of a problem. If your cav control is terrible, you will have a big problem. So let's see how this goes for Mokaba and Haroon. Haroon is at 300 CP. He did a fast Rax on a map of this size. That is a valid play. It's a short map, so units with the quick recruit times are going to be doing pretty well that you can spam out. And they cost 285 with the 5% shrine discount.
Sylvan Wardens, standing ready.
And honestly, yeah, I'd be kind of I'd be slightly nervous at this point if I was Rivendell. But we do see the Outriders are being recruited. So it's one farm down. I don't think Bro knows what to do with his builders at this point. We have bounders
Sylvan
coming
Wardens,
in, okay.
Standing ready.
Yeah, I mean, I would be nervous too at this point. You literally have you have 2 farms. 3 farms when this is made. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. If he activates evasion, that's going to cost you a few more tramples on this unit. But he left them on an aggressive stance during the trample, so it was a one-shot. But had he activated evasion, it would have been so different. Okay, 350 CP for Woodland Realm, 300 for Riv. Now because Woodland Realm's kind of dumped the resources here, they have adequately upgraded to level 2. I've gone in for the Sylvan Pike investment, which is ideal. It's exactly what you want to do as soon as you know Cav is coming. And let's see, gets a good trample here. Very nice. Okay, it takes at least 3 tramples at this point. And there's that. So we got Pike and Sword now, and Rivendell has to play around that. And Dunedain Rangers are going to definitely be the ones to clear the Pikes. But this is actually a pretty good placement by Mokaba. It's not an easy way of access to hit the orchard. And, well, actually, had the units just gone into here, I guess there was a space. That would have been pretty rough. Well, you know, you thought your units were stealth, but I guess Mokaba's thinking his builder's stealth down here too. Okay, 6 points here. Mokaba is yet to choose a tier 1. And Haroon's horn is almost back. Looks like Woodland Realm is gonna creep. Mokaba with the control. Pulls away from the pikes and moves back in. Also, yeah, I would never advise to face your barracks this way. You want to just have them turn the other way in case someone camps you with archers. This is like someone's worst day is when you allow your freshly made units to be hit by archers at the front like that. You just want to rotate the barracks around. Okay, Outriders over here on the shrine.
Sylvan spears awaiting your command.
Okay, got the farm. That's a pretty big deal. That was one of his main farms. And Mokaba taking the time to creep. He's gonna lose this farm though.
Back to the trees.
Whenever Mokaba says he's sorry, he doesn't mean it, by the way. Over here, the Dunedain are just kind of ignoring the Sylvans. I don't know if that's a lapse in judgment by Mokaba, or if he thought the aggro range was close enough to get those Sylvans when they were on the harass. And he switched these Dunedain to sword. I mean, he's being very efficient with his early game units. I don't think Mokaba's actually lost a unit. Does he still have that battalion of bounders? The level 2 one? No, he lost that one. So he lost one battalion. Okay, horse archers coming in. And what do we have here? Targum in the back. We have no well for Rivendell yet. That'd be pretty ideal to make soon. 450 to 525. These boundaries are tricky, man. Convert. Very nice. Good timing, good timing. And he's converted here to go creep. So at this point, Woodland Realm could have done a decent push with the pike and sword down the middle and left like his archer and one sword to go fight this pike. He didn't have to worry about that pike. He could have used the horse archer battalion to trample these bounders. 550 to 475. My man's forgetting to finish creeping the wargler. Ooh, is he gonna lose a builder? Okay, Haroon sniped the builder. It's a big deal. Woodland Realm coming back down the center. And we've dropped Elven King's Patience here. It's not a bad call. I mean, you would be able to take out the Dundon Ranger, and that's all pretty costly at this point in the match. Oh, is he not going to... Wait, so you picked up one treasure chest. What are you doing? Oh, is he not going to get the other one? Yikes. Okay, Haroon moving forward with some more farm expansion, 625 to 7. Okay, so Haroon was really focused on the expansion here for a moment. He's at 750. Mokaba's 675. And again, Mokaba hasn't lost that single outrider battalion this entire game. Okay, more pike, more archer coming through. Many meetings, cool. Okay, so what was this? Okay, so it looks like he's trying to attack for level 2 right now. I think that was kind of the wrong call and for resource spending. Probably would have been better going for a hero before making the lodge and investing. Maybe. Because then you could have picked things off a little bit better as you would have liked. You could have pushed a little bit more. Had some more value in like the engagement.
Sylvan Wardens, standing ready.
Like had you been able to get Farron, I think this could have been a little different. Okay, level 5 Dundon Pike.
The men of the wood Sylvan spears awaiting your command.
Sylvan Wardens, standing ready.
Rivendell's pretty much got this at this point. 675 to 550.
Sylvan Rangers ready for orders.
Sylvan Rangers, ready for your orders.
Little bit idle with the unit. Oh, now he's going to get that builder kill. A little bit of revenge from earlier. Halberd is now on the field. Is he sending Halberd to pick up the chest? No, okay, still didn't pick up the chest. You should always invest some money in nature. Yeah, totally, bro. Okay, we got the well now. He's got 2 rangers queued up. 2 units queued up over here. Sending a lot of his units back to the well, which is pretty good. He's got a lot of broken battalions. Should have been converted to sword, but he's got that 1 battalion here, so it's fine. You take some, you give. Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure. Tariel is on the field. Good trample. Level 3 Outrider. Very nice. Yeah, this is another point as to why you don't have your barracks production facing your opponent. Alright, GG's. That was a fun one. Let me update the score and get into the next. Do you guys remember game 3? So, because you just, I just have to ask. Let's see. You, Riv, and Mokaba, Eisen. Okay. Alright, kicking off game 3 of the series between Mokaba and Haroon. We're on Nan Harlond, one of my favorite maps. And we have Mokaba playing Isengard, going up against Haroon playing Rivendell. So this is a Rivendell favored matchup. It's one of the matchups where the early game of Rivendell, the units are at the exact price point. The exact price point to kind of counter Wildman play in terms of harass. But we have to see what Mokaba does at this point, and he's already scouted. Rivendell's dropped a scout, and they scouted each other, so they know what the other person's doing already. So clan steading. At this point, continue to open up with some wild and swords. Rivendell going for the bounders. I would agree. I think it kind of depends if we look at it with respect to the person's macro. Like, if Isengard is able to keep up decent Wildman pressure, then I think it's in Isengard's favor. But if Rivendell ends up getting some really good harassment alongside kind of Isengard lacking the macro department, then I think it's Rivendell's game. Like, it's one of the matchups where it could go either way, specifically because it's kind of on the player's ability to continuously produce units. Like most matchups, but specifically here, you want to be able to have double Breland encampment. And I can see that Rivendell is going for Took Archers. We're getting a Gathering. Let's take a look at the CP, 450 to 400. The Bounders are going to get the Furnace. Okay. So First Blood goes to Rivendell here. And I would say it's better this patch for Rivendell too because of the Wildman 10% Pierce Armor Revert. They in a previous patch they got like a 20% buff. We reverted 10% of that because Wildman pretty much were just. It didn't make them better at anything besides harassing, and I think they didn't need to be like better at harassing, so we took away that 10%. Because it was just overkill in some cases. Having that 20% buff. Warg Riders by Isengard. Only one clan steading is kind of hurtful. Outriders are about to hit the field. I actually didn't watch where the Wildman Battalion was. Were they just on this one, or is this a previous leftover? Good trample by the Warg Rider. $550. So yeah, Mokaba at this point not doing too great on expansion. I think the Warg Riders were just too early for him. Like he did Warg Rider support at 400 CP. And trying to put the Cav at 400 CP, a little bit of a stretch. Maybe like 450. It kind of depends. If you Gondor with the discount, it works. Rivendell is best for the 4 or 5 farms as well for the Outriders. Depends on the map size. That also plays a part. Okay, he's obviously going to get that orchard. Yeah, so the stat line on melee Dunedain is quite something. I don't know if anyone's ever looked at it, but their damage is quite good for how easy they are to access. And I understand there is a drawback to melee Dunedain, so you kind of always just want to keep them at range where you can. But their melee stat line is very good. Who wins in a Outrider versus Warg fight? Outrider, obviously. I don't. I have seen Outriders put in some work against like 3 Warg Rider battalions as one battalion, and it's not the most. It's not my favorite thing to see, but yeah. Bro, you got spam and. Okay, so good trample by the Outriders there. Again, another pretty clean trample. Another case where you shouldn't have the prod structures facing your opponent. You get encamped by the archers at this point. So Isengard's got good CP here. Like 550. Rivendell's a 725, but Isengard definitely has more units on the field, so it kind of is coming back to how Isengard's handling this right now. I don't think it's GG, but like some control would have been nice. Like just looking at the unit count on the field. 10 points for Riv. 10 points coming in for Eisen.
Summoned here to answer the
Many
threat
meetings
of
in the
Mordor.
back. Rip that orc.
Get some axes.
Yeah, he definitely bleed eco a lot in this game for sure. No PowerPoint selection. 7 points in the bank. It's not looking good, man. Not looking good. I honestly think if you delayed the Warg Riders and just gotten scout support instead of second clan steading, you would have been a lot better. Like, the Warg Riders didn't do much for you. You lost the battalion or two that you had. You spent 500 to even get the structure, delayed expansion on farms. Oh god, why is it coming? Why do I feel? Oh no. Yeah, he just got them too early. You just can't do it on 400 CP like that.
Greenlanders, together now.
Alright, absolute stomp here from Haroon to Mokaba. So revenge for clearly the first 2 games. Is he trying to build? Oh, no, it's just a lonely Warg Rider. I thought you're trying to build up in this direction.
We will protect the small folk of Eriador.
Okay, what's happening? Rivendell's base. Halbrad's using his muster. Grandma showed up. And GG's. Alright, so that's the series.